Okay, so on this one, we see that we start with g of 2x, and we know we always have to start with the innermost parentheses. So we just did a problem that said g of 2, and when it said g of 2, we erased this x and we replaced it with a 2. So any suggestions what we would replace the x with in this scenario? Any suggestions?
2.
Nope.
2x.
2x, whatever's right in there. So you're going to take the 2x, you're going to put it in for the place of x. And educated guess what 2x to the second power is going to be. 2x times 2x.
2xx.
Nope.
He's actually right if you think of it like this. 2x to the second does equal 2 times x times x. But when I'm saying 2x to the second power, I guess it's kind of, you could interpret 2x to the second power as either one of these. So when I'm saying 2x to the second power, I actually mean 2x times 2x. So
4xx.
yeah, 4xx, which would also be the same as, any idea how you could restate that? So you're right, but you can say it another way too. 4x to the second power.
Yeah.
So again, before we only had a 2 there, we plugged the 2 in, we had 2 to the second, which is 4. But since it's 2x, you're going to have to do 2x to the second power, 2x times 2x, which will give you 4x to the second power. And because these are in different t-charts, unlike terms, we can't put those together, correct? Okay, so that's what we got for g of 2x. G of 2x gave us that. And I'm going to put this back to where it was so I don't get confused here. So this is what g of 2x turned into. So now that we know what g of 2x turned into, we can put that right here. Any questions what our next, or any suggestions I should say, as to what our next step would be from here?
You put everything in parentheses next to the second spot, but like make it to the second.
Okay. So what she's saying is take this right here, this whole entire parentheses, and put it in the place of that x right there. So you'll have 4x to the second minus 5 to the second power plus 5. In other words, this and this are identical with one exception. I took the x and I put this in its place. Okay with that? Okay, so now this right here, since it's to the second power, that is telling us to do this. It's telling us to write this down twice. I know I went over this with all my students this year, but you might need a little bit of a brush up on this with the time off we've had. But I call it the double distributed property, more popularly known as FOIL. So you distribute with your -5, and then you distribute with your 4x to the second. And then you just t-chart from there. So these two here would turn into -40x to the second. So you'd have 3 bubbles in your answer.